The founder and long-lasting leader of the Social Democratic Front, SDF, John Fru Ndi, is no more. The emblematic opposition leader told the buckets last night in the country's political capital, Yaoundé. In a communique released early this Tuesday, June 13, by the party's first vice president, Joshua Osei, announced with deep sadness the transition into eternal glory of the national president of the Social Democratic Front, John Fru Ndi, on June 12 at 11:30 after a prolonged illness. Fru Ndi, a prominent figure and a historical opponent of President Paul Biya, had repeatedly contested against him in the electoral arena. Before his demise, John Fru Ndi had been battling health issues for months. He underwent surgery in a hospital in Geneva, Switzerland, and during his absence, Joshua Osei had assumed leadership of the party. Born on July 7, 1941 in Bamenda, northwest region of Cameroon, Fru Ndi was affectionately known as the chairman who led the SDF party since its establishment in 1990. In 2018, he made the decision not to run for the presidential election and announced his intention to step down as the leader of the SDF party during the extraordinary Congress. In the first multi-party presidential election in Cameroon in 1992, John Fru Ndi secured second place with 36 of the votes, trailing behind President Paul Biya, who has been in power since 1982 with 40% of the votes. The opposition leader had vehemently denounced widespread electoral fraud and proclaimed himself the rightful winner. As a result, his residence, the Tarikon Palace in Bamenda, was placed under surveillance for several months, reflecting the tense political climate at that time. It should be recalled that Fru Ndi had criticized government handling of the Anglophone crisis, a war that led to the burn down of his house in 2018 by separatist fighters. His brother was kidnapped by gunmen who sought a ransom in 2019. 8 days later, the prominent leader was abducted while visiting Kumbo for the funeral of Joseph Bonazem, the SDF's parliamentary group leader. In a video that went viral, the separatist fighters urged the chairman to remove all SDF legislators from the National Assembly and Senate, which he declined. The passing of John Fru Ndi marks the end of an era of Cameroon's political landscape, leaving behind a legacy of fierce opposition and tireless dedication to his party and ideas. The nation now mourns the loss of a prominent figure and ponders the implication of his departure for the future of the opposition movement.